the Ningbo Focus. All around us in the city of Ningbo, there's one thing that unifies tourists, locals, and expats alike.
It has changed the way we commute, walk, shop, and get around in our city.
Yep, it's the subway. Almost everywhere in the city, evidence of the construction of the subway is commonplace. From the rerouting of the streets to the bringing in of big heavy machinery that's working through the night to get finished with this amazing project.
And today we are going to give you a glimpse of what is going on behind the scenes and beneath the streets.
And we're going to answer some of the questions you might have about this amazing and complicated project. Now, I've been in Ningbo for the past 5 years and I've seen the population here explode. I've seen Chinese square built, Yinzhou Wanda, and even the new Zhengbei Wanda. They've even developed an elevated highway system that's cutting through the city.
But service streets cannot keep pace with the development.
That's right. So Ningbo has had to institute a comprehensive plan to get people from point A to point B really fast. And the new Ningbo subway system is going to do just that. With 6 lines crisscrossing the city, you're going to have multiple options to get from point A to point B all throughout town.
And fast.
That's right. We are at the Ningbo Rail Transit Authority Administration Office, and I wanted to show you this cool map. This shows the proposed lines that are laid out throughout the city. In red, you can see line 1. This is going to be the first one completed. It's going to be done in September. They've already laid all of the tunnel. They just have to finish the stations.
It's going to be so large that multiple companies will work together to build stations.
That's right. Now, we're going to visit one of the companies responsible for building 2 of the stations along the Line 1 subway system. But you know what? Before we take a visit to one of the stations, I think that we should learn some relevant subway terms in Ningbo Hua. Okay, now we're about to go and investigate a couple of the new stations along the Line 1 of the Ningbo transit system. But before we do, I thought it would be important to learn some of the local Ningbo language words that refer to subway. First, the word subway.
地铁.
In Ningbo Hua, the word for subway is 地铁. Now, we're going to go visit Line 1. Line in Ningbo Hua is 系. But how do you say Line 1?
Yoshi.
Yoshi. Okay. Now, riding the subway system is all about going from point A to point B really fast. So the word for fast in Ningbo Hua is
快.
Kwa. In Ningbo Hua, the word for fast is kwa. But if we learn a word for fast, I guess we should learn the word for slow too.
慢.
Nah. Okay, great. Now we're going to visit one of the stations along Line 1. Station in Ningbo Hua is
捷.
All right. Hey, I wonder which station are we going to visit? Alite.
往出就捷.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow, if you've driven around the city at all, then a site like this might not be so strange. A huge pit dug in the middle of the city.
A lot goes into making it.
That's right. The soil here in Ningbo is a lot like Shanghai. Because we're both coastal cities, we get a lot of moisture, and that softens things up. So we need to take that extra effort into reinforcing the foundation before we can put the walls in.
The retaining walls around the pit are 80 centimeters thick.
That's right. They need to be that massive in order to keep out all that moisture and earth that's fighting to get back in.
Before the interior of the subway station can be completed, the massive braces can be set in place.
That's right. Each one of these tubes, these braces, weigh about 12 tons. That's incredible. And they span the pit, keeping the wall separated so it doesn't fall into itself. As the subway station is built and the foundation is laid and the structure grows, they can start to take them out. But until then, they gotta stay in place. It's pretty amazing. This is rebar. Kilometers and kilometers and kilometers of this stuff are welded together to reinforce the concrete walls everywhere in the subway. It's a very important component. Each subway station is connected to its neighbor via the subway tunnel. It's a critical component of the subway system. And the walls of the subway tunnel are made specifically by a factory right here in Ningbo.
Over 5,000 pieces of this are used to make 1 kilometer of the tunnel.
Wow. And each piece is connected to its neighbor via a steel rod. The top, the bottom, the left, and the right are sandwiched together, making a watertight tunnel. But don't take my word for it. Let's go into the tunnel and take a look ourselves. As we descend into the pit here, you can really get an idea of how massive this undertaking really is.
It is going on around us as we go on with our daily lives.
Every day we live and work, people by the hundreds are working under the streets to make this tunnel possible. Let's go take a look.
Let's go.
It's so amazing to see what all this hard work is forming down under the ground. Each of those forms we saw up top are linking together, creating this watertight surface that soon will have a railway running back and forth all day. But I'll tell you what, the boy in me really wants to get down and dirty and see how this tunnel is actually made with a gigantic drill.
Ooh, it sounds dirty.
Okay, then this'll be boy time. I want to go see this thing. Wow, I can't believe Lily decided to miss this. I guess it was a little bit too dirty for her. This is the drill that's digging the tunnels, that's making the subway possible. Above my head, about 20 meters, is the big South Station construction project, and it's really amazing. As a kid, I used to love watching the TV shows that showed how things were made, how things were put together. So this, for me, gets me all excited. This machine is about 66 meters long. That's how much space you need to have the drill digging, have the wall being put in, and also ejecting material out the back. But we can't go any farther because that's where the blade is. And I don't think that's very smart. But it's amazing to be down here and seeing what is creating what's going to take us all around the city of Ningbo in a couple of years. Amazing. It's amazing to think that just about a year ago, this place was in the same condition as the pit that we saw earlier.
But now it is almost ready to accept passengers.
Pretty soon, these gates will be buzzing with the tokens of passengers from all over Ningbo. Pretty soon, these doors are going to open to passengers waiting in the thousands, ready to get their first ride on the Ningbo subway system.
Attendants will be working right here in the customer service areas, attending to the needs of the public.
Pretty soon, this station and stations just like it will be buzzing with the energy and hustle bustle of people trying to get from one place to another in our city of Ningbo. In a way, it's kind of like Ningbo is calling out to the world and telling them that we're an advanced population with an advanced infrastructure ready for an advanced subway system.
It is sort of like our city's badge of honor.
On the 8th of July, the city of Ningbo scorched to over 40 degrees. On a day this hot, a trip to the beach becomes a fantastic idea. It was on this day that a pristine beach at Dongqian Lake held the 728 Dongqian Lake Beach Music Festival. Local and international artists performed on stage, singing country music, R&B, and Chinese pop. It was also a night of love on the beach, as those with true love professed to each other and even proposed on the spot. A truly magical night. The beach at Dongqian Lake makes the perfect venue for a festival all day and all night. I hope to see more events like it to help us get through these hot summer days.